Hi guys, and welcome back to the last segment of Throwback Thanksgiving week. So I completely messed up. I don't even know how, but I went to edit this video and the audio sounded like crunchy and awful, like it was literally unsalvageable. So we're doing a voiceover recording of this video that I already recorded. Not ideal, but we're rolling with the punches. Anyways, today's tutorial is the finale of Throwback Thanksgiving week, and it is of the Sweet Peach palette. You guys voted between this and the Tartist Pro and wanted to see a tutorial with this. So I'm doing a sort of soft, glam, neutral cut crease with this. I wanted to do a tutorial that is fun for the holidays and can sort of be dressed up or dressed down. If you're new here, I'd love to have you subscribe. I know I'm making a great first impression. You're just watching me smell the palette on the screen like a weirdo. I promise most of my videos are more organized than this. But anyways, thank you guys so much for your patience. I am running a giveaway right now. I will leave that linked in the description box. And I'm just going to go ahead and jump into the tutorial now. Alright, so I'm starting out with the shade Georgia, which is this super, super light peach shade. It like barely even shows up on my eyes. And I'm just using my BH Cosmetics number 11 to sort of pat that down as a transition shade. I don't really set my eyes anymore, but it's just sort of to do that. Then I'm going into the shade Puree, which is a nice warm toned medium brown with my BH Studio Pro number 17. And I'm just softly placing that into the crease. I want it to be very nice and blended, but all the way from the outer corner all the way to the inner eye. And once that's done, I'm going into the shade Charmed, I'm Sure, with my trusty Coastal Scents Pro Fluff blending brush, and I'm packing that into the outer corner and blending that into the crease, but I'm just not taking it over quite as far as the shade Puree. I'm going to be bringing it about to the inner part of my iris and no further. That way it's not darkening up the inner eye too much, but I'm just taking my time with this and tapping it out gently. Can always add more. It's a lot harder to blend away once you have added too much, but I do want a sort of soft intensity to this look, and I'm just blending out those edges with that Studio Pro 17, not adding any more product, just using what's already there. And now I am just carving out a cut crease. I am using my ColourPop Pretty Fresh Concealer and an Alamar Cosmetics brush. It's like their flat concealer brush or something. Really, really good for carving out cut creases. So I just sort of follow the natural curve of my eyelid crease when doing that. And now I'm going into the shade Luscious, which is this gorgeous peachy champagne-y shimmer. It's probably my favorite shade in the whole palette, and I'm using the flat end of the brush that came with the Sigma and Beauty Bird palette to pack that all over top of the concealer. Just such a pretty, pretty flattering shade. I've never seen someone who this shade looks bad on. Remember I watched a Kathleen Lights tutorial like 4 years ago, and she called it like Luscious or something, and I always just say that in my head when I'm using that shade now. Alright, now I'm going into the shade Peach Pit, and I'm just using my finger to sort of pat that into the outer corner. I normally don't put shimmers in the outer corner, but this is more of like a muted, it's not like a satin, but just like not quite so metallic. And it does add like a really nice pretty sheen to the entire eye, and I'm just kind of alternating between that and Luscious to make sure it's really blended in between the two, and it just really helps fade Luscious into the outer eye. I really like how this came together. I haven't put shimmers in my outer eye in forever. And here I am just blending the edges of Peach Pit with that shade, what was that again? Charmed, I'm Sure. And for the under eye, once I have all my face makeup on, I'm taking a liner brush and popping Peach Pit all the way on the under eye. Very, very lightly. I don't want it to be too smoked out. We'll go ahead and blend that out in just a second. Then I'm taking a Luxie Mini Flat Angled, going back into Charmed, I'm Sure, and just kind of running that along where we just put Peach Pit, giving it a little bit of a blend, slight bit of a smoky look, but nothing too dramatic. I don't like a super smoky under eye on me. That's just personal preference, but if you like a super smoky under eye, by all means, make it a little more dramatic. And I'm just popping a highlight onto my inner eye. There isn't really a shade in this palette that works as an inner eye highlight for me, so I used my face highlight, which is Kylie Cosmetics Santorini. And this is the final look. I'm glad it all came together. Just like a nice, soft, glamorous cut crease. Thank you so much for watching and for bearing with me with my dumb technical difficulties. Hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye!